Social networking and the always-on culture, what's next?
That's the $64,000 question, I think, for a lot of folks. So, I mean, think of it this way, and this is probably a question that many of you struggle with just in your daily lives. If you go back in time, I think Mark and I were having this conversation just a couple days ago. If you go back in time, just a simple 5 years ago, or even 10 years ago, people were communicating mostly through email when you talk about digital communications. And now we've got many other streams of communications that happen, whether it be social networking through Facebook or many of the other Facebook-like entities, and then you've got all the Twitter feeds. So if you think about it, there are a lot more streams that you have to deal with today. I think that's both good and bad. It's good from the perspective that it provides you with more ready access to information. Wonderful. The bad part is, can you consume all of that efficiently? So now instead of just getting, I'll take myself as an example, now instead of just getting a couple hundred messages a day in email, now I'm up to a couple hundred messages a day in email plus a bazillion, in some cases, some days, thousands of Twitter messages that I follow. And how do I consume that without trying to consume the, I'm going to lunch with Bob. I had a steak sandwich for lunch today. I don't care. I mean, I've got better things to do, but I'm really interested in those real important nuggets that come through. So I think, kind of getting back to the question a bit, kind of using that to set the stage, getting back to the question, and I think we're going to come to a point where if we aren't there already, where we're in a day-to-day situation. There's ready access to information, but we need to find more creative ways to filter through it and get to the information we're most interested in. And I think that will evolve some of these data streams that we have access today through social media and otherwise.
So yes, agreed. It's and what you're describing is only going to continue. I mean, just to reflect back on your question, you said after social networking and the always-on culture, what's next? And I don't think you meant this, but it's not an after, right? Those things are not going to end. They're not transitory phenomena. I mean, I gave some examples of themes and trends that I think will be big in the next few years, but those two that you highlighted in your question will not go away. These are not fads.
Yeah, personally, I'm really excited about opportunities in digital video. I think we've got a unique situation now where the internet, the high-speed internet and the abilities and the tools that are available, you can basically create your own kind of TV channel in your garage. In fact, I went to see a guy. He had a shed outside his house, and he has a TV channel in his shed, and he's selling. He has a distribution company selling products, and he's producing videos every day, delivering them out via the internet with ads on a global scale, and it's just fascinating. I think you're going to see, a lot of the kind of the Hollywood type industry kind of moving toward the internet, and I think it's opening up all sorts of opportunities beyond just the quick short clips that you get online today. So I think that's a big opportunity. Another area that I'm particularly interested in is e-learning. I think it's, now that we have the internet and we have everyone connected, producing content and having e-learning capabilities to be delivered to people's homes, that's another area where I think there's real opportunities today.
So I got to ask you guys a question. So how many of you guys are active Twitter users here? Okay, and how many of you have Facebook accounts that you actively use, not just have Facebook accounts? Okay, so probably half or less than half of the crowd here. I guess, it's interesting to see how that's changed probably in the last year or two. And frankly, I mean, I'm not an active Twitter user. I'll use Twitter to go search for information. I just don't, I'm suffering from information overload. So I think it is I think culture is changing, and I think it's the products that can kind of integrate into our day-to-day life in a seamless manner, which is where the interest is going to be, and those are the things that are going to work for us. Because, frankly, I mean, I can't handle 1,000 messages a day like you.